Okay. You guys, I could get back on. I am not so great with this new YouTube studio. And what it did was it was saying that I was still live streaming, even though what happened was my computer died, which is not good. And I had it happen to me once before in Mary, when I did a stream with Mary, that that I lost it, that I lost the stream. So I'm sorry, guys, and I couldn't, and then it wouldn't let me log back in. So there you go. That's how my life rolls lately. Hi, Laura. Hi, Jane. That's what happens. It happened to me before, I think maybe there's something to streaming through StreamYard that's better. I don't know if you guys think so, but I think that it might be better to stream through StreamYard because I had absolutely no control over, it said it was still running, but it wasn't. So I had no control over it. So stupid. So silly. So I'm going to keep working on, these are my base painting papers. I'm going to keep working on those for a little bit. And then I'm going to, then after they dry, I'm going to embellish them. I'll get out some stencils and stuff. I may not do that now because in about an hour, I have, in an hour, we have our live meditation. So for any of you that want to join that, it's $5, 2 to 5. And I think this will be class 4 or meditation 4. So I'm sorry, guys. I was just trying to repost them in my Facebook group and then delete the one. The only way that I could get the stream to stop was to delete it. So all those incriminating things we all said earlier, those are not there, which isn't bad. Hey, Malia. I didn't see you interviewed your grandson. Oh gosh, I have to go see that. That looks awesome. Hey, Nana. Well, thanks for all you people that came back. I'm sorry. I don't know. Has anybody ever had that happen? How do you? I have to fix my camera. Sorry. How do you exit out of when you don't have any control over it? How do you exit out of YouTube when there's no place to do that? Does that make sense? You used to play Minecraft. How my kids play Minecraft? Oh, they're all into it. It happened to you twice. You just let it go. But it wouldn't even let me back in, though. I mean, it wouldn't even let me in. So I had to just delete whatever we talked about earlier and all the people that came to the earlier stream. And I'm sorry, you guys. It's just, I don't know. I think I need a new camera. I need a new setup. I need something that I can leave up that is, I need something that I can leave up without having to move it all around. Because every time I move my stuff around, I think I mess up stuff. Not intentionally, but every time I move it around. So tell me so I told you guys about my ridiculous days. Can I tell you guys, it has been some seriously ridiculous days. It has been beyond ridiculous. It has been beyond ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. Oh, Nana, how's my moving stuff going? Well, it seems like the more I try to get stuff done, the more stuff comes in the middle of whatever I'm doing and derails me. Has anybody had that experience before ever? Where you're really trying, but stuff derails you? I have a huge pile of thrift store, and I have gone to the thrift store a few times. The thing is, not every thrift store here takes everything. So it's not I can't just pack it all up and go to one thrift store. You know, does that make sense? I gotta go around. So I've been doing that. And quite frankly, because we've been trying to find a place, like while we're doing this, like while I'm destashing and doing whatever, we've been looking, we've been trying to find a place. My focus hasn't been, and then I've had ridiculous things like because I have a leak under my sink that I've been trying to deal with. And then I told you guys my fridge went out. It's just like something else happened. It's just been like, my fridge went out. I had a leak. We have a leak under the sink I've been dealing with. We've had, I don't know. It's just been stupid stuff. If that makes sense. Stuff that just like takes up your time. You know, like the next thing you know, you've spent like all day on the phone with a repairman and none of it has gotten done. None of the stuff that you wanted to get done has gotten done. Does that make sense? So it's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I have big plans, but they're not quite happening exactly like I'd like it to. You know the feeling? It's been stupid stuff like that. I don't know. It's been like, oh, let me think the other thing. Okay, so like we have a truck, and so I need to get some sort of we need to take some heavy furniture out of our house, you know, let it go, different things like that. The power steering went out on the truck. So that means, I like this one. You go like that one. That one's going to be a good one to use. And I don't know if you can see it very well. That one's going to, it's just stuff like that, you know? So like we can't drive it. So we need the power steering, but we can't drive it. Does that make sense? It's like, yeah. Or I've waited all around for somebody to come, this guy to come that wants to buy one of my hottie's cars, and the guy didn't show up. So like you find yourself like you got to do stuff, but you're waiting days. Does that make sense? Waiting days for it to. He didn't show up. It's like I said to my hottie, I said, I'm not waiting around for him anymore. Like he called my hottie, I'll be there at this time. And then, you know, it's like, I said, when you get back, you can deal with him. You know, the kind of thing you're waiting around, no phone call, nothing. Jean says she remembers yesterday after picking up Riley out of the rest area, you heard scraping like you're dragging something. Oh no, what was it? What was it, Jane? Do you know? It's just been that kind of stuff. It's like the kind of stuff where you go, I need a break. Like I need something different. This is not. It's just been like that. It's just stupid stuff like that. It was the cover on the muffler and the catalytic converter. Oh my God. Did you make it home okay? Oh my gosh, Jean. That's crazy. Well, anyway, that's what's going on with me. So you guys heard my pants ripped, my my ridiculous hike. Oh, I'm glad you made it home okay. So if you guys, you know, there's a couple, I just want to put this out there for those of you that are trying to think of like, you want some like not crazy expensive gift to give, but You want to be thoughtful. So I know that Care does, Defy has our angel bags. And so you could buy somebody an angel bag. You could head over to Amy's Etsy channel, support her. Did you see Selena from More Fabrics just came back from a big shopping spree, and it looks like she got some stellar finds. I'm liking it. I'm real liking it. She got some stellar finds. So if anybody's like wants any, it looks like she got some crazy fabrics and all kinds of stuff. So if you can make a choice, if you're going to shop and you can make a choice to shop with your friends, there's lots of people out there. Malia has an Etsy shop. At this moment, my Etsy shop is not, it's on holiday because you guys, I can't add it to my life at the moment. Oh, wow. That's so awesome, Malia. Congratulations. Oh, no. Nobody stopped to help you? Oh, no. How did you finally get, did somebody eventually stop to help you or no? They didn't. I don't know what's gotten into humanity, honestly, lately. It feels like we should be being a lot more kind and compassionate, and it seems like instead we're just like becoming intolerant, which I definitely don't like. I do not like that. That makes me very sad. How about you guys? What are you thinking? Anybody else getting that feeling too? You had to have your 11-year-old crawl under the car? Oh my gosh. Was he scared? Riley seems that he's like the bravest kid. All the stuff he's had to deal with and go through, his own health stuff, he's like a brave boy. Brave, brave boy. Gosh, I'm really liking how the metallics do like a nice sort of overlay of the color. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Well, hopefully in the new year, I'll get a new camera set up or I'll figure it out so that it's better than it is right now. And I'll have some good moving news. Aww. He was good until he saw the dead deer. Oh no. Those things devastated me as a kid. Dead animals on the road. Even to this day, I don't like it. It makes me upset. So, what are you guys making for Christmas? So I'm gonna do some handmade gift wrap, some handmade gift bags. I'm gonna do some. Because I can't even bake for the holidays because I don't have sugar anymore. Nobody else is going to want to eat sugar free. I guess if they don't know it's sugar free, then they'll want to eat it. So if you guys are shopping at all, try to think of your crafty friends that are having sales and stuff. It's always, personally, I think that is like, if you can do it, do it. I'll get used to the dead animals. We have dead animals here too, you guys, but it's just not. We don't have. I guess we do have deer. None of the animals that are here, except with the exception of the birds, are indigenous, and so we do have like They brought deer for hunting. And don't even get me started on the weirdness. You never get used to it either, Nana? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Do you guys ever notice that the metallic paint, it really separates from the, is it gum arabic is what's in it? It really separates from it. So don't forget, Defy's Crafty Auction is this coming Saturday, the 12th. And did you guys see the ledger? How many of you guys, I'm definitely going to buy myself some crafty entries for the ledger. Not that I need any more stuff, but let's just say if I got that, I'd say, please, that would be a really great gift. I would love that. And then I would say, can you hold it for me till I get to the mainland? And then Jean would get to pet it for a lot longer. And Jean would be like, yay! You get to have that crafty thing for a little bit longer. So don't forget, you can get your raffle chances. Somebody want to put a link for the Defy channel so that, the ledger, the PayPal link for the ledger for CARES for Defy, Disabled Artists Foundation. That is like, oh my gosh. How many of you guys covet it too? It is such a beautiful ledger. I agree with Kara. I think it belongs in a museum. Well, I'm excited too, Malia. It's just, can I tell you, this whole moving and letting go of your stuff, and then it would be different if we had a house to go to, but we don't. I mean, yes, we could go stay with his dad. So let's get that clear. We're not homeless, but I want my own space. And I'm not looking forward to the winter because I have no winter clothes. Zero winter clothes. You don't know if you can really tell it. It's kind of subtle, but it definitely has like a sheen metallic to it. Okay, good. Thanks. Malia put a link in the description box of CARE's channel. Oh, good. Yay. Ledger video. I think if you go over to Defy, if you go to the website on Defy, you can put the PayPal link too. So people could just buy their raffle tickets straight from the link. The PayPal link. And it's Defy's PayPal link. I can also put it in the description of the video afterwards too. So. Do we have winter in Hawaii? Not really, Nana. It gets, well, I guess kind of, but our winter, well, it depends upon, okay, let me preface that. Maui itself, this island has, it's either 26 or 23 microclimates. So it snows on the top of the volcano, which is Haleakala. And then in the same day, you can drive down to the bottom and it's warm and sunny. So depending upon what side of the island you live on, depends upon what happens for you. So let's say, like the side of the island I live on, it's a more moderate temperature. Like there's sides of the island where it's like the driest place on earth, and that's serious, and it's like desert-like. So in the wintertime, if you live in the rainforest side, it generally rains a lot more. And if you live high in the mountain, it's a lot cooler. It can get to be freezing temperatures up there at the top of the mountain. But where I am, the temperature doesn't change that. The variable in temperature is probably maybe 10 degrees. Now, saying that, if you've lived in the tropics for any length of time or lived anywhere like this, your body temperature, like when it generally on my side of the island, it's between like 75 and 85. Well, sometimes when it gets down to like 70 or 68, it can feel like it's really cold. The other thing you have to realize is we don't have heating in our homes. We don't, at least on the side, at least I don't in my house. I don't think anybody does over here. We don't have heat and we don't have air conditioning. So it's kind of like, I don't know. You get the idea. What did you say? She says she finds a midpoint reserve an entire floor of room just to have a creative week. So we don't have the same kind of winter you guys have. Like, winter sort of consists, if you look at the kids, they'll suddenly to start wearing socks with their flip flops. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm liking that one too. Do you guys use your painting papers for ATC backgrounds? I love them for that. So when is the party? When are we going? Find a midpoint, reserve an entire floor room. I'm game, girl. I am so game. You have all your ATC painting papers on it? Yeah, I do too. I love it. I love it. I think I'm also going to make some Christmas cards with my painted papers. And I'm not going to go for Christmas colors. I don't have to. Yes, after I move, oh, girls, I want to come so bad. I have to say, being with all those ladies yesterday, it just reminded me of how much I missed that. How much I missed the hanging out, the camaraderie, the friends, that sort of thing. Jean, you know that little thing you found the other day that I had made? I loved making those. Do you know I didn't even save one for myself? Like, who does that? Who doesn't even save one for themselves? I did not save anything for myself. So, let me see, what else can I say? Well, besides getting a big old hole in my pants, which was horrible but funny at the same time yesterday. Let's see what else that happened besides that. Home pants, I don't know, you guys. All kinds of ridiculousness always happens to me. I'm going to let this dry and see if I can pull up or get closer to drying and see if I can pull up all the layers underneath, because there's certainly some little layers under there. I have been going through my crafty stash and finding all the things that I love. So definitely like shopping in your stash. Nana, where do you live? I should know because I have a package addressed to you, but I don't know off the top of my head. Did anybody put anything on craft-wise on their crafty Christmas list? What did you guys? You live in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Awesome. My aunt used to live in Ponca City. I've been there many times. I haven't in a while, but I've been there. Hopefully this will give a good pull. Not it'll just be gold. Jean says she has family in Tulsa, Nana. Hi, Maria. How are you? Okay, Malia says she wants some stuff for her Dremel. So she can make jewelry out of broken pottery. Oh, that's cool. You have lots of broken ceramic stuff. Is it antique broken ceramic stuff, like left from? Oh, look, it did pull some of it off. Yay! Look, that is definitely all the grunge from a jelly plate, and I love it. Yahoo! Pulled up a whole bunch. Love it. Let's see if I can do it. Maybe I can do it with this green metallic. Your husband won't let you keep the bottles? You mean like the broken bottles you found on your property, Malia? I'll let this one dry too and see what comes off of this one too. Oh, after the chickens knock them over. You're so funny. You had a bottle tree? Oh, I love bottle trees. They don't have anything like that out here. I haven't seen it. Look, somebody may. I just haven't seen any. Oh, no. Prayers to your friend, Jean. That's horrible. Well, I think if I could have anything for Christmas besides finding the house that we're going to live in, I would love the fireman's ledger. So that's what I'm going to put in my intention, to win the fireman's ledger. Right, Malia? Laura, how dare you tear down your bottle tree? I may take some of these painty papers and make my Christmas cards out of them. Oh, I love that one. Like, look at the grunge that came up with that. With the bottom of my jelly plate. Love that. Yeah, I was reading about the vaccine thing earlier today. How they're saying, like, yeah, Laura said she just flew there and the bottles weren't flying. I was reading like how they're deciding who's going to be able to get them first and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I wasn't so sure that they had actually finished the trials, had they? You know, the vaccine trials. I'll let it sit for a second. I find it gets all the grunge off better if I let it sit. Let's see if I can get it to get the rest of the grunge off on the bottoms of these pages. They fast-tracked all of them, and Pfizer's releasing the first round. Yeah, but this is my only reticence, okay? How long did it take them? It took 6 years to get a vaccine. Did it take 6 years to get the last major vaccine that was passed? 6 years of trials, not of creating it. So, but Laura, you don't know that. You don't know that what the side effects are. You gotta try to keep your chickens out of any more bottles you find so you can make a bottle tree. I think it's the side effects thing, because it's sort of like the unknown. Oh, I think I like this one even better. It looks better in person. It's hard to, probably can't really tell on the camera, but I don't know if you can see. The average process is 15 to 20 years. Wow, I had no idea. They're going to make you have to be even people that have had COVID, they're going to make them have the vaccine too. They're not going to let you travel if you don't get the vaccine. Well, I was trying to get this off, but I guess that's on it for the duration. This part's not coming off. That part said, I like being here. So, but what's cool is look at it. Some of the words from the page, I don't know if you see some of the words from the page came off on the jelly plate. So that'll be on the next pull. I'm sure that there's going to be some people that have, really strict about not wanting to do it. Hey, Mary Lou. There are people that won't get regular flu shots. I agree. Nana says she has friends who are in the research field. Say 2022 is the earliest before enough of our population has it. Wow. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, having everybody be safe and healthy, that's my wish for the new year. What? They said we'll all be cured by Christmas? How do they figure that when we don't have enough? First of all, we haven't even had enough tests for people to take. So how are we going to suddenly have enough vaccine? Do you know what I mean? It's like we can't even test enough people. Hey, we hadn't. Thanks, Maria. Big hugs to you, girl. Hey, Carrie. How are you? So you guys will have to stay tuned for another day when I decide to make Christmas cards, or I don't know if I'm going to say Christmas cards. Maybe I should just call them New Year's cards. New Year's cards out of my painted papers. Big hugs, Maria. Hope you're good, girl. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. How many of you guys are like, go, I just need to do some zenning out on making some painted papers, and then I'll be golden. That's kind of how I'm feeling, because I've got so much on my to-do list that I can't even, I'm a little overwhelmed by it all. If I do say so myself. I'm a little overwhelmed with the to-do list. The to-do list on my mind. What are you guys up to? What are you up to, Miss Kim? How many of you guys send out Christmas cards? You know, many moons ago I used to. I don't really do it so much anymore because I kind of feel like, I don't know. How many of you guys send out holiday cards? I think New Year's cards might be more in alignment with me this year than Christmas. You have no desire to send Christmas cards this year? Me either. So that's why I was thinking New Year's cards. I was thinking New Year's cards. What are you guys thinking? What do you guys think? Anybody want to send New Year's cards? You're working on a cat journal? Ooh, nice. I'm just working on purging, you guys. I'm gonna have another sale of my craft supplies in the not too often distant future. Obviously, after December, I can't handle it at the moment. After December, I'm going to do it, and that way I know that at least I'll get a good home. Yeah, you're up for a Happy New Year card? Me too. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So maybe the next time, if I can manage, this week is another crazy week of meetings and all kinds of stuff that I have. But maybe if I can get it together, I will do some live streams making some New Year's cards. You're coloring? It has been a really rough year. It has been. Yeah, you know what? Usually I put that card swap in our Crafting Mamas Facebook group, but you guys, I just wasn't feeling it. I've been so like, you know? So I haven't felt it. And so I didn't put it up because I didn't want anybody to think they had to do it just because it was a group in the group. And, you know, you know what I mean, right? I just didn't want to, I just haven't been feeling it. I have been feeling the same way you guys have. I haven't even felt like doing any holiday gifts. Have you guys been doing are you guys doing holiday gifts? I think we're only doing, I did send my older daughter and I went in together and got her sister that just got married, she wanted a KitchenAid, so we got her that. Yeah, well, that's a good reason to send cards. Mary Lou says she hasn't done cards, but she may send cards to people that we usually get together for Christmas. They usually get together with for Christmas because you won't this year. I get it. I feel like we've been caught up in a crazy bee movie too. Dear May's obsessed with cats. Oh, that's cool. Oh my gosh, I love how this one came out. I know you guys can't see it, and it probably doesn't transfer very well, but it looks like it's like some watercolor painting. I am going to put together a few, since I'm destashing, I am going to put together a few like packages to send out, just like random things, just to, because I need to destash anyway. That might be the extent of what I do for the holidays, but it won't be a lot because you guys, I just can't. It's like, I'm like overwhelmed. I've overwhelmed myself. Did any of you guys ever do that to yourself? Overwhelm yourself? You're like completely overwhelmed, and you're like, I'm out of my mind. I'm overwhelmed. I can't add one more thing to my plate. You can only purchase essential items. That's awesome. When I know what you mean, but I mean, I think it's good in some ways because then it takes the pressure off. Takes the pressure off. You know what I mean? It takes the pressure off to have to like do more than you. Don't you sometimes think the holidays make you like make you feel like you need to do more than 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 sometimes you want? But my sister and I talked, and I just said, please don't be upset. I'm not sending anybody anything for Christmas. She goes, don't be upset with me. I said, girl, I don't need anything. She's like, I'm leaving. I'm moving. I don't need anything. You live in Manitoba. You've gone through quite a few magazines this week. Doing what were you making them? You mean like gone through them like as in um, gone through them as in doing crafts with them, or oh, Nana simplifying? Yep. You only get for your 3 granddaughters. Carrie, I love that. Yeah. My older daughter and I discussed it. We're just going to get for the younger one, and that's it. I'm not getting for anybody. And my partner, he doesn't care. I told him, if we want to send your son a package. He's got 2 sons. If we want to send, one of them doesn't want anything. Like he's not. Whatever you send him, he's always like, "Can I return it?" So we don't send them stuff anymore. I mean, not because can I return it? It just seems pointless to send somebody something that they're always going to return, right? We all like this. Let's see. I guess we can try it on this and see how it works. You're not doing gifts, just gift cards. You know what? I'm not. If it wasn't, if my middle daughter hadn't just gotten married, I don't think we would do anything for her. But everybody's different. She just got married. She has a household now and that sort of thing. My oldest daughter, she travels, so she's like, I don't want anything. Please don't burden me with anything. Please don't burden me with anything that you may have to store for me for a lifetime. Does that make sense? Well, I think this iridescent one would be good for the final pull, this extreme Art Deco sheen. But other than that, it doesn't really show up. So it's like you could see it. It didn't show up very well on. I mean, you can see the metallic part of it, but it didn't really show up. And but you can see it better on this. So I think it would be a really good final pull page. Does that make sense? I completely understand about, I just didn't want my sister to be disappointed or whatever, because I usually send her something, but honestly, I just can't even wrap my head around it. Bye, Laura. See you later. Well, I'm not going to stay on that much longer anyway. I have my meditation over at Defy in like 20 minutes. So if you guys want to head on over there, those of you that have signed up for it, it's over on Facebook. And if you didn't sign up for it, but you're interested in wanting to do something like that, if you emailed care at help@disabled-artist or sent me a message on Facebook, I'm more than happy to have you join the meditation. Oh, Kim. Girl, if you lived close to me, I'd send you some fabric. It would cost me a fortune to send you fabric from where I am. I don't think people understand how much time and actually how much money quilts cost you to make. How many of you guys have you ever quilted? I mean, they take, first of all, they're a huge amount of time. But on top of being time, they cost, think about it, What do you think the average quilt costs to make, Kim? I think today Stacy from Pink Poodle Crafters is having an auction. Is she doing them weekly now? I don't even know. I think so. And I know Keisha was doing one. But I think she's had hers for days now. I haven't been on there to see it, but I saw it in my notifications. I'm not sure, and I know that Lizzie Brewer's having one tomorrow, and Defy's on Saturday. I would totally send you some. What kind of fabric do you want? If I know somebody near you, I will send you some. Oh, thanks, Nana. Love you, girl. Love, love, love you. You'd have to make 6. What kind of quilts are you gonna do? Or if you were gonna make one, what would they look like? Yeah, it's about $100 a quilt. I agree with you. And the time. Okay, could you possibly make 6 quilts before Christmas? I mean, that would be a huge amount of time. Okay, Renee. Kim lives in Manitoba, Canada. Girl, I have so much fabric. I'd be happy to send you some, but I think it would probably cost more than the fabric's worth to mail it to you in Manitoba. Well, here's my few jelly prints that I'm gonna let them dry thoroughly, and then I may embellish on doodle on there or something, or maybe I won't. I don't know. It depends on. I'm gonna use them for Christmas cards or holiday or New Year's cards, as we talked about. These are gonna go in that book I'm making for the friend. This is more of these jelly prints, these base pages. People who don't craft don't realize what the time is. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. So these are just some of my page pulls from today, and may come back and doodle on them, realize that they're not finished. It's always about just the process, and I'm grateful that I could hang out with you guys. So if you guys, I'm going to sign off in a couple minutes because I got to get ready for the meditation over in the meditation group on Facebook for Defy. If anybody wants to join, message me on Facebook and I will add you to the group. Yeah. And the meditation is about 15, 20 minutes. It won't be very long. It's meditation energy work. It's not just one or the other. All right, loves. I love you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And hopefully, I'll get a couple of videos up soon. I do have some in the editing process. Also, Maridel Abrams is having her live stream hop on Friday, and then there's the 4th Saturday live stream hop or video hop with Maridel, and then the last, is it the 4th Sunday or the last Sunday? Anyway, those are coming up from the Marriottier. And I got a couple more kind of fun things I'm doing. But I look forward to seeing you guys if you guys head on over to the meditation. And I love you. And I'm sorry about the whole ridiculousness earlier. Appreciate the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Doesn't matter, either one. Thanks for finding me again, even though I lost you all earlier. All right, my loves. Talk to you soon. Take care. And as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so much aloha. See you later.